can we talk about Egypt real fast?
Yes, we can. What do you want to talk about Egypt? Like, what about it?
First of all, I've always had a weird obsession for Egypt. I've always it's really cool. It's really interesting. I would love to go there and see the pyramids, and
I
do
think
a tour.
I think a lot of people have had a really weird obsession with Egypt.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready whenever you are.
Well, oh, so Chase, I wanted to talk to you about this. Lily, this doesn't. I'm sorry, but this kind of doesn't really pertain to you. But and I kind of want Jacob and Jacob and Michael to be here. But I saw a TikTok not too long ago, and it was about about Pornhub removing all uncertified users that post content, and making it strictly certified users only who can post content, and basically getting rid of millions of videos.
And they're
So
taking work away from the sex workers. What the fuck? From the people who don't have any. What the fuck?
So
wait, why are they doing that all of a sudden?
I didn't the article didn't really explain why, but basically they're just removing like millions of videos, and I feel like it's also kind of good, but also it does also can also has its downsides, because it stops people from freely posting like YouTube whatever they want, whether it's consensual or not, or it's if that other person wanted it on on the internet or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That I feel like
I
that's the
mean,
only good thing about this. And the article even said that like either the CEO or someone in like the Pornhub management said that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and like all social media should follow, which I didn't really understand why, because Pornhub is completely different from all other social media because it's pornographic. But I feel like the only good thing that comes from it is to stop unwanted like sex on the internet.
yeah, which is good, but then at the same time, like it takes away from the sex workers, like Lily was saying.
But I feel like if like you mean like all the OnlyFans like premium stuff,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I feel like they do still have other places to go like OnlyFans, but I feel like I don't they might be able to like put in a request to be able to like be a certified content creator on Pornhub, I guess, and so they'd be able to freely post.
yeah. But what is like Pornhub's acceptance rate? Like, what is
I
Pornhub like open to accepting certified users? And then how long do you have to wait? And what about the people that can't get certified that rely on that for like income?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're a sex worker, I feel like Pornhub is not your only source of income, because I don't know what Pornhub pays, but apparently it pays pretty well. And like you can even put like what's it called um paid videos, but obviously Pornhub gets a percent of that. So if like it's a $20 video, Pornhub gets like ten
Well,
percent of it.
every website gets like a percentage.
That's why it's always best to make your own website, to completely get rid of that for like streamers and shit. Like even for them, like they should make their own website and stream on there, since they already have that like following. You know what I mean? Make more money. Cut Twitch out of it, or cut Pornhub out of it completely. But like also post free
Yeah.
on there.
Oh no,
Huh.
I feel like most people don't understand how to set up a website with like credit card information and everything. So like they just go to those other ones because it's like already there and set up and secure.
Already established.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but believe it or not, it is actually fairly easy through like Squarespace and other websites. I think even like GoDaddy. I haven't really checked out GoDaddy in like years, but
My
I don't even.
mom
Do you
uses.
remember
This podcast
GoDaddy?
is sponsored by Squarespace.
My mom uses GoDaddy.
What I remember seeing like a
Your
whole
mom
bunch of shit
uses
about it.
GoDaddy?
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing like sports cars and like GoDaddy commercials, but now it's all Squarespace.
I don't understand
Yeah,
it.
it felt like,
GoDaddy
it
is
feels like
also like
GoDaddy
hooked up.
is.
It's also hooked up to like Outlook. So like
GoDaddy?
that's like yeah, it's like Microsoft's
So it's owned
like
by
email
Microsoft.
stuff. Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure.
Hmm.
It's weird. I mean, I know you can like link your accounts, so you can like log in with your like Microsoft account or whatever, or my I don't know, whatever it is.
Huh.
So I don't know. That's how I get into moms.
I don't know. It feels like GoDaddy is not as prevalent as it used to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like they've definitely fallen. Don't want to say
I feel
fallen off
like
the
they've
face.
toned down on the advertising, but a lot of people use them. But like they don't need advertising anymore because they have enough people.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
wonder how long until Squarespace is at that like same level. Because Squarespace still gets like a lot of advertisement.
I don't
Well,
even know what Squarespace is really.
it's the same
So
thing as
it clearly
GoDaddy.
doesn't get enough advertisement.
Well, it's the same thing.
Mm.
Um, all honestly, all it really is like server space because a website is just a server, basically a computer, and it doesn't. All you're really paying for is a little bit of server space, and you're claiming that server name, and so people can go to that website or server and do whatever they need to do. But like the bigger the website, the more servers you're gonna need, and so where was I going with that?
I don't
Um,
remember what we're talking about.
GoDaddy and
Good job. Um. So yeah, what else is going on, Kevin?
nothing. Just been chilling at home all day. What you guys been up to
Cool,
today?
cool. Nothing much. We went over by my family's to do like a Christmas thing. How was your Christmas? What did you do?
Didn't do anything. Just stayed home.
Are you going to your mom's?
Sunday
Mm,
after I go
nice.
skydiving.
You're going skydiving, like indoor skydiving or real skydiving?
No, like real skydiving.
With
Did I tell
who?
you?
No, I think you said you like wanted to go skydiving, and then I was like, oh yeah, Brighton is gone.
Um, Chris, my Chris, he's
Hmm.
a couple weeks ago. He was like, "Hey, I really want to go skydiving. Would you be interested to go?" I'm like, "Sure." I've always wanted to go. My only thing is I don't want a dude's dick strapped to my dick, like ass or like my upper back.
Oh my
Just feel weird.
god.
And so,
Yeah, but it's that or you die, right? I mean, like, I
true.
understand you don't want to be like have a your dick on a dude's ass, but it's that
Look,
or you plummet
look,
to the
I'm
earth by
His
sure
dick
if
will be
yourself.
up
Vin
my
look,
ass.
no. I'm sure if like The Rock went skydiving, he would have a guy strapped to his back, or if he like has his own like license to go skydiving, then he had to go a certain amount of times before he
Apparently,
could get his own.
I feel like the Rock would be too heavy because uh I know on the website it said like you can't be over 280 pounds or something. Like
To go
height,
skydiving?
there's a weight
That's
requirement. Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
What, you like pull the parachute down or something?
No, I think
You
it's
go too
for
fast.
that or like I don't know. I don't know
Maybe that.
exactly why.
Plummet too
I don't know.
quickly.
Yeah, that's
You don't have
crazy.
time to
No,
pull the
that doesn't make
parachute. You
sense
just
though.
fly towards the
No,
earth at Mach
that does not
speed.
make sense though because in Fast and Furious like 8 or 7 or whatever, they rode the cars out of planes with like little parachutes. So,
But they weren't
logic.
Lily, that's a movie.
that
Yeah,
too.
but it happened. It
um
happened.
but yeah, Chris and then a couple days, if not like a week ago, Chris started a little Snapchat group chat with me, him, and these two other chicks that I don't recognize. But all four of us were gonna go skydiving. I know, but then them two bailed last second, and I just bought my ticket today when he told me to buy it like a week or two, almost 2 weeks ago. But we're going tomorrow at 12:30, and it's probably gonna be like an hour or two of orientation of like safety and shit.
Yeah. And like
Um,
signing documents and stuff.
yeah, if you die, it's not on us.
Yeah.
And then go skydiving, and then probably gonna go to my mom's for dinner. Yeah, then go to my mom's for dinner.
How high into the sky do they take you?
Typically,
Skydive level.
Yeah, but what is that?
The level of
15,
which you skydive at.
20,000. Let's see if this works. Don't. Oh, okay.
Wait, can we place bets before you look it up?
I'm gonna
No,
guess.
clearly none of us are good at that.
No,
I'm gonna say it's 15,000.
Oh, we're guessing like we. Oh, I was gonna guess between 12 and 15. Well, I'm gonna guess 12 then. Lily.
I'll guess 13 and a half.
Skydiving. Hi. What?
Height. What height do they take you to?
Between 10 and 14,000 feet. So Chase, technically you were wrong. Lily and I were both right. High five, Lily.
Yeah, nice, Kevin. We finally got one.
No, that's funny. But yeah, between 10 and 14,000 feet. That's a lot. That's like a
It's
mile or
crazy,
two?
dude. How long does it take you to get? How long are you diving for?
No, I'm sure it's not like that long. Probably like
A couple minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Three,
Really?
4 minutes. Yeah. I mean, like you're falling out of the sky. And at first you
Yeah,
don't
I
even
guess
have a
that's true.
parachute. Like at first you don't have a parachute. You have to like pull it. So
Are you like
10,000.
nervous, Kevin?
Honestly, so like it doesn't feel real. Like I know it's gonna feel real once we're like gonna jump out the airplane, but
once you're
like
It's
getting
gonna feel
strapped
very
in.
real.
yeah, and I might freak out a little bit, but I kind of want to do it. It'll be a really huge adrenaline rush. I know I might scream a little bit like out of fear in the beginning, but then I'll get normal. But honestly, it's really fun, and I really want to do it. And it was like $200.
Okay.
Not
So
bad at
look,
all.
don't be scared. My sister went skydiving when she was pregnant. Before she knew she was pregnant. Before she knew
Oh,
she was
okay.
pregnant. But yeah, no, like right after she went skydiving, she found out she was pregnant. But she's fine, and the baby's fine, so everything's fine. So don't be scared to skydive.
But it's 1.8 to 2.6 miles up.
Holy shit.
Nice.
That's
a lot.
crazy.
Um,
That is a lot. So wait, how tall is Mount Everest? Because like,
And-
how does that compare to being on the tallest mountain?
about 29,000 feet.
Okay,
20
so it's like double that.
29,000
More than
30,000
double.
feet is like commercial airplane level. I know that.
Okay. So wait, commercial airplanes only fly 1,000 feet higher than Mount Everest?
About 30 to 50,000. They can fly over Mount Everest, but typically I think they go around it because it's so tall.
That's crazy.
Actually, wait, where
Well,
is
I don't
Mount
know.
Everest?
The
Nepal?
Himalayas, right?
Yeah,
Am
but
I right? Okay, cool.
that's in Nepal.
Okay, yeah. There was a Scooby Doo movie about it.
Where you get all of your knowledge from.
Honestly, it was called Scooby Doo and the Ice Monster or something like that. I don't know. He was basically just the Bigfoot of snow.
They might go around
Yeti.
Mount Everest.
Yeah. Yeah, Scooby Doo and the Yeti. That's what it was called. Not Snow Monster. I'm
Yeah, that's where
stupid.
Yetis are, is Mount Everest.
Are those real? Stupid question, but are they? Or are they like Bigfoot?
They're like Bigfoot, so you don't know if they're real or they're not real. They might be real.
Yeah, they might be.
It's big.
People hear things.
I mean, if you're up there, how do you know it's not real? You know what I mean? Like, if they die, they freeze up there. They don't come down to die.
Yeah, I mean,
You
there's like
can't
no
really check.
evidence.
And it's such a harsh climate. Like, how would you know
How would you
if
be
they
able
were
to
real
search
or not?
every area, and know that it doesn't have a
Yeah.
home somewhere?
Yeah, well, plus then it gets like blanketed in snow and ice, so you wouldn't really be able to like see it anyway.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
what if it's just like the only thing that can like live up in the mountains like that?
Yeah, well, when you think about it, all a Yeti is like a really hairy white ape. I mean, it's like
Yes.
totally possible that they live there.
Yeah,
Isn't it just
Yeah,
that's
aren't they
crazy.
just
science.
Bigfoots but live in the snow?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. They're just like snow Bigfoots.
Yeah.
Snow Bigfoots.
Huh.
Yeah. So I wonder what that's like based in. Like, have people seen them, or is it like
No,
some
okay. That's what I was thinking
Nepalese
about because
legend?
like that's what I was thinking about because like every legend or every like story comes from something. So like what did the original person see to where they described it like that? And like
Yeah,
what did the original people see that like thought that found it or like saw it, Like what did they
yeah.
actually see? Did they just see like a bear? Are there bears there?
Well, I don't. I was about to ask. Do you know if there's bears there?
I don't know. I don't know what animals live there other than
I
yetis.
don't. Yaks. I know yaks live there.
What if it was just a really snow-covered yak?
Maybe.
But
I
I mean,
mean,
like, you will never know. But the story comes from something, so
anything that's gonna live there is gonna have to have hair like
Well,
that. You know?
first of all, it's a Himalayan
yeah,
folktale. So the Yeti or the abominable snowman are basically the same thing.
yeah.
Stories of stories of the Yeti first emerged as a fact of the Western popular culture in the 19th century. Folk benefits rather than
19th
their land.
century, so that's like the 1800s.
Folklore.
Wait, but it said it
That
came
seems
from like,
really.
huh?
What?
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say that's really recent.
Yeah, that sounds
19th
really recent
century.
for like a
Apparently,
legend to come from.
apparently in
Yeah.
1921, the phrase "abominable snowman" was coined uh, by Lieutenant Colonel Charles Howard Berry, led the 1921 British Mount Everest reconnaissance exploration.
Okay, so he must have saw something.
Where he found Bigfoot prints and he believed were probably caused by a large looping gray wolf.
Oh, so he didn't see anything? He just found footprints?
Yeah, he just found footprints.
Oh, that's it? I thought he
That
saw
sort
like
of
a thing.
changes the story. Hmm. Don't know how believable it is now.
Hey, Kevin, when was Mount Everest first climbed?
When was Mount Everest discovered?
No,
First climbed.
yeah.
May
Who named
29th.
it Mount Everest?
May 29th, 1953.
1953.
Yes.
Whoa, that's like super recent.
Um but it looks like this lieutenant colonel dude, he only traveled up about 21,000 feet. So he almost got to the top, but not all the way.
Well, he
No.
couldn't have gotten all the way. Like, don't people need like oxygen tanks to get all the way? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what if the Yeti is like the only thing that can go all the way up there without needing an oxygen tank because it lives up there? And what if it just lives up there
Maybe.
and that's why no one discovered it for like a really long time because no one could go up there without oxygen tanks?
I'd have to actually go and read through this, but I'm looking at multiple years where they're finding different shit, like either tracks or a scalp apparently.
A scalp?
The scalp of a yeti?
What would scalp a yeti?
How do you know what a yeti scalp looks like if you've never seen
Yeah.
it?
Are we just assuming?
Portrayed Yeti scalp at.
They just find it, they're like, yeah, it looks like a yeti
Yeah,
scalp.
fuck
Fuck
it.
it.
It's called a yeti. Let's just call it a yeti scalp.
Looks like a big man's scalp. It's a
It's a
yeti.
yeti.
Screw it.
I'm like I said, I'm just on Wikipedia and it's the Yeti page, so there's a lot of shit.
Kevin, didn't your teachers tell you Wikipedia is not a reliable source?
Well, I've heard people say that Wikipedia like is, but also isn't. But like, I've heard a lot of things. I don't know. I heard that. No,
I'm,
I heard that teachers started the rumor that that Wikipedia wasn't a reliable source, so that kids wouldn't like copy and paste the information, even though it is a reliable source
Well,
most of the time.
technically,
the Wikipedia conspiracy.
anyone can go through and change the Wikipedia page, but I think for it to be an official change, Wikipedia, the website, goes through and fact checks it, because I don't know if you've really looked at it, but there are like citations and notations and everything, and where you can click on one thing and it'll lead you to
Yeah,
another. So
Yeah.
I was just giving you a hard time, Kevin. I use Wikipedia all the
Yeah,
time.
no, literally, he just looked something up on Wikipedia like yesterday.
I'm just defending myself for high schoolers, or defending just defending Wikipedia in general, because I feel like it's a
Hey,
credible
Yeah,
source.
I think it's a good source.
No, wait.
Huh.
Speaking of high school, I have something like really important to talk about. It's crazy.
Shoot.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Uh-oh.
Well, not really. It's like sort of it's like a fact, but also like really weird. I don't know. Anyway, so okay. So do you guys remember going to like the donut shop or like whatever in the morning and seeing that like Shen Yi poster, that like blue poster with like the like Asian dancers on it?
Yeah,
There were like blue
I do.
posters with like the girl had like it looked like a flower or like a light. I don't know. It was really pretty. But yeah, Chase knows what I'm talking about. But basically, those were like I may be wrong on exactly what they were, but basically they were like anti-communist cult, to where like apparently someone like went to that show and it's like a full like anti-communism thing, and they're saying like, oh, I don't know how this ties in, but they're saying like, oh, you have to like die quick so you can get your place in heaven before it fills up,
Are you
and like stuff like
wait?
that.
I'm a little lost. Are you saying that the schools put up signs promoting cults?
Yes. Well,
No, the
everyone does.
donut
I mean,
shop
they're
did.
all over town. They're all over town. Like
Interesting.
they're everywhere. But I mean, it's just like it's not technically like labeled as a cult, but like they're an anti-communist party or something, and they try to like induct you into it, so that's why I'm saying like it's a cult.
Hold on. I found an article on it. The traditional Chinese dance troupe, China, doesn't want you to see. Yeah, Chinese women floating through the air, dress billowing out behind her, the caption, Shen Yun, Art Thou Connects Heaven and Earth.
Oh, you're
It's an
saying this?
advert for a company based in upstate New York that presents Chinese traditional dance, sort of like a Cirque du Soleil. I don't see uh anti-society cult apparently.
Anti-society cult. Sorry, the way it was described is that in the thing that I saw was like anti-communist. That's why I said I may get it wrong, but yeah, it's a cult.
Well, that's how the Chinese government describes them, as an anti-society cult, but China is communist. So if they're
Well,
against
then
their
maybe it is like an anti-communist. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's like yeah, but they try to like get you in on it, and like it's like a whole long thing about it. It's crazy. And they like promote it everywhere. Like you see those things everywhere. And I was like reading like about it, and people were saying like, yeah, this is in my town in like Wisconsin, in like Tennessee, and like they're just all over.
Yeah, I've seen the posters at the like you said, the donut store. I saw it at like
Hmm.
a doctor's office one time.
They have them at like the Home Depot.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I never even paid like attention to them really.
I always saw them. They always caught my eye because they're so colorful, and I'm always like, oh, that poster's there. They have them in like every single nail salon, like every nail salon. So I know what they look like.
Not to be racist.
Actually, Kevin, that was insanely racist because a lot of the time they are Vietnamese, which is a completely different place
Oh.
with its own culture. So that was racist, and you're gonna have to cut it. You're gonna have to cut yourself saying something. Can't blame Michael now. It's you being racist. Got you, bro.
Vietnam. That's where
I
they're
did
from.
kind of call myself out before I said it first, though.
Yeah, he did say not to be racist. I don't feel like that was a little racist, but that was just Kevin being
An idiot.
questioning, like asking.
No, I was just giving Kevin a hard time.
I know.
But you're gonna have to show me this poster because I know if I see it, I'm gonna recognize it.
Here, I'll look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, and then like screen share it.
Don't screen share. Just send it to me.
Oh yeah, send it to him.
I don't know if I can. Just look up Shen Yun, SHEN
Yeah.
space YUN.
Uh-oh. Shenyang cult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
or
look up
just
the
Shen Yun.
poster. Like type in poster.
I just looked up Shen Yun and went to images and I saw the poster.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen this. I don't really recognize it, but I can see why it would catch your eye.
Cause it's so bright.
It is very colorful, but it's an anti-communist cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even like the news source I was just reading called it a cult, but I don't really understand why they're a cult.
Are they based in China?
It's because of the like content that they like in the songs and the like things that they say in the show.
Yeah. I don't know. Everyone seems to have like a problem with them, but I'm not getting really any like real answers.
Yeah.
But they're based in China, though.
I don't know where the no.
No,
Chase said they were based in upstate New York.
they can't be based in China if they hate communism. They would
It would not.
that would not
No.
fly there.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly
No,
there.
they're based in upstate New York, but it's run by like people who have come from China, I guess.
Interesting.
Like Chinese people, yeah. That's interesting. I didn't know that. There's cults all around us, man.
There are,
There's
and like, wait, okay. Did I tell you about that? Like, it was that like church leader, but he was like that late night TV show, church leader. He was based somewhere between here and Abilene, but he was one of those guys that was like, oh, send in your money and we'll send you like Bibles or, it's donations to the church or whatever, yada, yada, yada. He was like actually scamming everyone. It was a tax scam, and it found out that he had like a private island, he had like a jet, he had like a fancy yacht or something, and the IRS arrested him.
I'm sorry, but people are too brainwashed with religion these days that they think that anything could a church will pop up and they really like it and they'll throw all their money towards it and it'd be a scam like that.
No. This was like a long time ago. This was like whenever TV show preachers were like really, really big. Like they used to be really big, and like old people would sit around on Sundays and like watch them, and they would watch them at night and like, do this, that, and the other thing. And they would always donate because like they were old people, and like that's how religion was then.
A lot of those TV show preachers, like those like big church ministers, are like have been caught doing scams and stuff. Like it's all like a tax racket. That's why that show, The Righteous Gemstones, that's why that's like a show.
But they're not like TV preachers. They're like mega church preachers. But yeah. It's like actually really interesting because it's showing like that, hey, big like mega church families, they're not in it for like God or like the religion or like teaching gospel or anything. They're in it for all the money that they can get.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
religion is like so easy to make money in. Like honestly,
Yeah.
that's crazy. One of the biggest scams that people run.
Well, that's like you get like any field, and it's like there's gonna be people like trying to scam it, and religion is no like exception to that.
Yeah, but I mean, it has
You
like a
know?
really big like scam rate in it, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's like dentists out there scamming people, and
Oh
there's
yeah.
like like I know the freaking mechanics try and scam people.
Yeah, they tried to scam me whenever I went. They were like, "Well, you need this, that, and the other thing done to your car." And I was like, "Okay, well, that's not what I asked for." And they were like, "Well, we can do it right now for like $100." And I was like, "That's not what I came for. That's not what I need."
Have you guys seen Righteous Gemstones? When you said that, it kind of clicked in my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, the stupid pandemic has really screwed the season 2. There, originally it was supposed to come out season 2 summer 2020, but the pandemic hit and fucked it all up. Oh, fucked it all up.
The
Yeah.
pandemic really like fucked every like shooting schedule up.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it messed up Euphoria, I'm pretty sure. But I mean a lot of shows are handling it like fine. Like SVU is
Did you
like running. They're
who
good. And then
who's the guy from the not James Bond, the Mission Impossible movies, the new
Tom
ones?
Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom
Have
Cruise.
Did you guys see that video of him flipping out about at his set people?
I don't watch anything about
No.
Tom Cruise. His tooth bothers me. I can't look at his face.
Tom Cruise is crazy, dude.
Hold
We
on.
could get speaking of cults, we could get in a whole thing about Scientology.
No,
He apparently
we shouldn't.
I don't even know. I don't really understand Scientology, but we won't go into it apparently. But
We can explain what it is, but
so
I'm not saying
I'll
anything bad about
I'll
it.
just say this, Kevin. Scientology has a really
I know it has
bad
bad
habit.
rap.
It has a
Scientology
bad
has a habit
reputation.
on cracking down on people who talk about Scientology.
Yeah.
But what
There was
exactly do they
okay.
believe in? I guess.
Wait, no, I just want to tell you a story real quick. Basically, there was this guy who was a part of Scientology. I don't remember his name, but once I tell this story, I'm sure Chase will know who he is. He was really, really famous. But he was in Scientology and he left. And right after, well, not right after, but after he left, he made a movie about the leader or about the founder of Scientology. But the movie painted the leader in like a
Oh, are
really
you talking
bad
about
light.
Going Clear?
Yeah, the guy who played him, it painted him in like not so great light, and they like openly said they weren't happy about it. And I'm not saying this has like any connection, but a little while later, he was dead.
Is that true?
Yes.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
And I'm not saying there's any connection. I'm
But
not
like
saying
what
there's any connection whatsoever, but I'm just saying that he is dead now. He's deceased. So.
what exactly do the Scientology I guess believe in?
Okay, well, so what they believe in, Kevin, is really like not clear. It's kind of like a money-making scheme, but from my understanding, like you have like negative energy or like negative souls attached to your body called thetans, and the thetans are like basically you have to go through like the OT levels or the like something like that, and you have to pay money to get to these levels, right?
Like a
Oh.
lot of money,
And the
like a
more you progress in
yearly.
Scientology, the higher your level becomes, and the more clear of like the negative demons you are.
Oh, so it's clearly a money scam.
So the guy who made Scientology, Kevin, his name is
Mm,
L. Ron Hubbard, was L. Ron Hubbard, and he was a science fiction writer and not a very good one. Um, so he basically was like is quoted before he started Scientology that said like making real like to make real money you'd need to start a cult. And then he started a cult and was doing tax evasion, so then he went on the run from the police.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm looking up this guy.
But basically, they hold him in a very high regard. So if you say anything bad about, well, they don't like it when you say bad things about him. And like a lot of people in Hollywood are a part of Scientology. And I've actually like I've driven past some of the places like they have these celebrity areas where it's like they're like highly guarded, like they have like security on the premise, but like 24-hour like guns and stuff like surrounding the entire thing, and there's like gates and like yeah, it's like intense.
I used to walk by the New York Church of Scientology on my way to the comedy club.
Mm. I
The
remember.
LA one is
It's
very
pretty.
intense.
I remember seeing on
I'm sure.
TikTok, these guys wrote blasted Scientology sucks or like sucks, uh, through a projector right underneath where it says Scientology, I guess, on the building.
I
And
saw that.
yeah, and by law they were doing it legally, so because they were off the property and everything.
And it was just light. It wasn't
Yeah,
like vandalism.
and they weren't disturbing anyone. So
Huh. I don't know. Scientology has like Scientologists have a really bad record of being like, you
Not
know,
well liked in Hollywood and stuff.
well, hush hush about that. Like they'll like go after you if you like talk shit about Scientology.
but
Mm,
what was the guy who sparked this conversation?
supposedly.
What was the guy that I said
You sparked the what?
sparked this Scientology conversation?
Oh,
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Um, but have you guys seen the video of him flipping out at his cast and crew?
No.
Uh-uh.
Basically, he flipped out at his cat, like screaming at them, top of his lungs. I don't. I think he cursed a little bit, but basically screaming that the whole movie industry is failing because of COVID and that they're not taking it seriously. This, that, and the other thing. And it was like a pocket recording, but there's no video. But he when I say he flipped out, he like went ape shit. Like I'd have to find it and show it to you.
I'm
I'm not saying
sure.
that's acceptable, and I'm sure he did that, but honestly, like I'm sure a lot of celebrities are freaking out right now about the same thing. That like are only in
I'm
the movie
sure.
industry like Tom Cruise, because he doesn't do like TV shows, he doesn't do like specials, he doesn't do like anything like that. He's only movies, like
Yeah.
action movies.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise seems a little like unhinged in
Yeah,
general,
I mean he
doesn't
only
he?
does action movies. And like he's
Yeah.
crazy. He like does all of his own stunts. Apparently he like shattered his ankle on the last like Mission Impossible or whatever. Like I don't know which ones. Apparently
He
there's like
broke
seven or some
a
shit.
lot of bones doing all the Mission Impossible movies I've heard.
Which is crazy.
So apparently
And
he's sort of like I don't want to say like spokesperson, but he's sort of like a figurehead for Scientology.
is he?
So
I didn't know
yeah, like
that.
The Church of Scientology surrounds him with people that are going to be like yes men to him. They're not allowed to like piss him off. They have to agree with whatever he says.
So like people in his movies?
Well, just like so like his I'm assuming probably his agent and his like I mean, I don't know that for sure, but just like the people like his assistants and stuff and his like
The people he
just
works
like the
around,
people who are around
his
him,
main circle.
Yeah.
yeah, in his like day to day are all placed there. I heard by the Church of Scientology. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard.
Hmm.
So, and
Supposedly.
they're not allowed to like whatever he says goes. Like they're not allowed to like disagree with him or anything like that.
Okay,
Supposedly.
so does that include when he said he wanted to do his next movie in space?
What the
Like
fuck? What?
I don't.
he wanted
Yeah,
to go
you
to the
didn't hear about that?
ISS. He wanted to go to the
No.
ISS and do his next movie up there.
Yeah, I don't know because sure they can say yes, but like
What
he
about
is still
NASA or
bound
like the
by
people who
like
own the International Space Station, like control it or whatever?
he, I mean he's
How
still
much
bound by
space
like
training would he have to go through?
Quite a bit, at least.
logistics.
Like a couple
I don't
months
know
worth of
like
training. Sorry.
I don't know the logistical challenges of that for him, like getting up there, you know? Because like the Church of Scientology doesn't run things like in our world. Like they're
Well,
just a
I don't
Correct,
know.
but like you said, if a whole bunch of like movie stars are in the Scientology world, who knows if like government officials are also,
I mean,
and
okay,
they have to
but
listen to.
government official. I don't think there's as many government officials as there are movie stars, and I don't think there's enough to have that kind of sway. I mean, I think he is. I think he did figure out a way to go up to the ISS to do that. Like, I think he managed to coordinate that because I heard about that, but I don't think it was because of like Scientology. I think he just figured out a way to swing that.
how? Okay, so he's gonna have to go through like all the space training because like even though he's a celebrity, like he can't just not go through space training. Like
Of
he
course,
can't. So
his
what
Yeah.
if he doesn't
physically.
even? What if he doesn't even pass space training? Like what if he can't do it?
Oh shit! Can't go up to space.
I don't.
I
I
mean,
bet Tom Cruise could pass space training. He seems really dedicated to going up there.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I
There,
I
guess
mean,
he does all those Mission Impossible movies.
yeah, but like your body has to be in like perfect condition to go up into space. Like I
Yeah,
think
and
with
he's
one little
broken a lot of
malfunction,
things.
yeah, one little like liver malfunction or kidney malfunction or something, like they won't send you to
yeah,
space.
Yeah, or like a heart condition. Like
The
celebrities
littlest thing.
hide, celebrities hide health conditions like all the time. So who knows? He could have something.
maybe. I don't. I don't know. I honestly don't know that much about Tom Cruise.
I don't either. I only know he's in Mission Impossible, and he was in that really, 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 really shitty version of the Mummy, like 5 years ago or something.
There's a lot of mummy movies.
I know, but his was like, I'm pretty sure his was supposed to be like a remake of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. I don't know though, I didn't see it, but whatever it was, shit.
Oh, I haven't seen any of them.
I know. I want to make you watch them. They're so good. I think I made
I'll
Kevin
watch them
watch
with
like the
you.
second one.
Do you guys remember that mummy movie with The Rock?
That was the Scorpion King.
Scorpion King.
It was a spin-off of The Mummy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, the CGI of The Rock was the worst I've ever seen.
It was literally me and Chase were talking to my mom about that the other day, and she was like, "Ew, I hated the Scorpion King. I thought it was so bad." And I was like, "Yeah, it was really really bad, but yeah."
I don't know. Never seen it. I know, Lily, you're super into like ancient Egypt, so that's probably why you ended up watching
I
it,
am,
right?
but also no, I ended up watching it because Brittany like loved Brendan Fraser. So she had like all of his movies, and she also loves that girl that's in it. Like I think her name's Elizabeth something. She loves her. So yeah, I ended up watching those.
Can we talk
But
about Egypt real fast?
yes, we can. What do you want to talk about Egypt? Like, what about it?
First of all, I've always had a weird obsession for Egypt. I've always like it's really cool. It's really interesting. I would love to go there and see the pyramids, and do a tour.
I think a lot of people have had a really weird obsession with Egypt.
I have something about Egypt.
But
Okay.
I truly believe that there was either a more advanced civilization, or
Civilization.
there was another one and something happened and what led us to our point and what we know now, because there are way too many coincidences like symbols and shit built in different places of the earth, and like and there is no evidence of communication between them, like the Egyptians, the Mayans, and there's one other, but I truly believe we were more advanced as a civilization before, and something happened and completely started us all over, and I feel like it's gonna happen again.
I have something to say about that.
Go.
About like the how we were like more evolved. Well, we were more
Advanced.
evolved than we think we were.
Are you saying wait?
Advanced than we think
Okay.
we were. Yeah, yeah. So, I don't remember where I saw it, so I don't know. But I know for a fact that the NSA or whatever has released all the UFO documents, which I have perused through multiple times. And somewhere in one of those documents, it says that there are different types of aliens. So it's not just, or like, UFOs or whatever. But so there's not just like, like little green Martians or whatever. There's like, these like big like white like beings that you would see in like the Scooby-Doo alien New Mexico one. So it's not just like those. It's also like they have like they describe them as having like feline features, like cat-like with like, cat eyes type, okay? So the theory is that those are the aliens that came to like help the Egyptians, and that's why Egyptians held cats in like such high regard, and like they like praised and worshipped them. And in a lot of the hieroglyphics, it shows these like, like these giant beings with like cat faces, like feline features, but they're obviously not human, but they look like human almost, like their bodies do. So
Huh.
that's where like the theory comes in about like, cats and everything. But apparently they were like the theory is that they were like the helpful race of alien, and that they might have went back to their home planet, after, or their home galaxy, I don't know, whatever, after they helped us build the pyramids and everything. And then they could have gotten like extinct, or, something happened, but they couldn't come back.
Well, that that definitely there's no doubt in my mind that aliens do exist because like we've got
NSA has released the documents about it.
none. I haven't read them, so I can't confirm nor deny that. But I statistically wise, there's no doubt in my mind that there's alien life because in our galaxy there could maybe we don't know, but then like there's millions of other galaxies with the chance of life and the perfect
I don't think there's a question on whether there's like other beings in the universe. Like I think it's pretty like everyone would agree there's probably life somewhere else in the universe. It's like have we been visited
Yeah.
by
Do we currently house them? Like,
yeah. I think there's I am really into aliens. I know both of you know this about me. So if you wanted to, Kevin, we could do a whole podcast on
we
aliens. I could go
totally
on
could.
forever.
Me and Chase have
But
read like every document.
well
but
we're about 40
what I
we're
was gonna
40
say
we're
is that I
47
think
minutes in, but go on. Sorry.
the government is as ignorant as we are about aliens. I think that. I don't think the government knows about aliens. I think
But
everyone is
no,
pretty universally.
I don't think they're as ignorant as us, because obviously they have the sense to like black out like redact some of the information from these documents that they've released.
Yeah.
So they obviously at least know that much more than us. But like, let's talk
I
about
will say
NICAP.
wait, real quick. I think that they are as ignorant as us, but I think that they're or sorry, not as ignorant as us. Like I think they have like they probably have an alien ship somewhere. They probably like, but I still don't really think they like. I don't think they're contacting aliens. I don't think they're like working side by
No.
side with them.
I don't think the aliens would work side by side with them,
Yeah, I don't either.
honestly.
So
No.
I don't. What do you want to talk about with NICAP, Lily?
I think, like, first off, why isn't like NICAP still a thing? Like, why aren't they still like, going into, looking at all this stuff? Like, why aren't they still looking into it? Because there's a lot more information now than
Wait,
there
what's
was in
nightcap?
like.
NICAP is they track UFOs. I mean, like, or they did track UFOs. They're not a thing anymore. They were like in the 90s. They tracked UFOs. But it wasn't just alien UFOs. It was just anything in the sky that like you couldn't really identify.
So UFOs,
So
unidentified flying objects.
yeah, but that doesn't mean it's like specifically alien.
Yeah, but
Like
they
it's not.
were but they were in on the alien scene.
Yeah, that's like their main vein is the alien thing, but it's not just for aliens.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. But like, I don't know, there's just so much more information, and like, especially since all those documents got released, like, that's crazy. Why isn't anyone talking about that? Also, that happened like 2 years ago. Like, I freaked out whenever I saw that they released them. This was like a big like national news thing, and no one is talking about it, and everyone's still like, "Oh, the government just exists, like just admitted the existence of UFOs." Like, yeah, okay, they've already done that. Like they did that like 2 years ago, but no one's paying attention.
I guess you're on the wrong side of the internet. You need to go to the side of the internet which flipped out about it as much as you did and join them, because I bet you they're still doing all that research and looking it up. Go join Reddit.
Yeah.
Brighton's so into
Well,
Reddit.
I
He
mean,
keeps like trying to push it on me. I do not want to go on it.
People of Reddit think they are the internet, which is kind of funny.
I don't know, man. Are there aliens? Probably.
Yes.
Statistically,
They,
yes.
I don't know. I don't know if they helped with ancient Egypt. I don't know. I've never heard that thing before.
No,
What you were saying.
then tell me how. Okay, just because you haven't heard it before doesn't mean it's not true.
I know. I know.
But
So
I mean,
up
like seriously,
until what you said.
explain to me logically then, like logically how people back then that didn't have like power tools or like, big heavy like machinery to like lift those ginormous fucking cinder blocks or blocks or whatever the fuck they were. Like, explain to me how they did that. How did they do all that? How did they build such intricate things and tunnels and like,
And how did
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
size of the pyramids, or like are they all three, the three biggest ones? Those are the same size, right?
I think two of them
No.
are different sizes.
Well, the biggest one, I know that it's like all the dimensions of it is like a
It's
perfect size
perfect.
of
It's perfectly
the globe.
proportional.
Yeah.
And
Like,
apparently I was watching something that like the entirety okay, so the entirety of what you see like from the first base block, that goes down too. So like it is that, but it goes down. So like it's so much
That's
more than just
crazy.
like the pyramid.
well, I
Want
believe
to hear
that the
something crazy?
what
What were you gonna say, Kevin? Mine's a little off topic.
I believe the pyramids were used as a like an energy source before they were used as crypts.
How?
They were covered with a different there was a different material over them, over the brick, and then I heard the top was made of pure gold, because gold is the
I
best
did hear
conductor.
that.
And they don't know what kind of material is put on the outside, but they have, like, apparently there's some evidence so that the top, like, 10 or 5 or 10 stones were all covered in gold, because, like I said, gold's the best conductor, and it like was like the big energy source. Like, I saw like a sketch render of like a city of around the pyramids, and with it being a huge energy source, and it looked really cool. And like I said, I believe that, like, Egypt was an advanced society, either much farther ahead of us or same level or even farther behind. No matter what, they're an advanced society, and then something happened which ended them, but like we completely restarted. We went back to the apes.
So we are closer to the life of Cleopatra than Cleopatra is
To the
to the
pyramids.
building of the pyramids.
Yeah, I knew that. Which is
That's
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy. They are crazy old.
Also, I was looking up
Whoa.
time coincidence or like things that were happening in the same year, and this may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one was the two that mixed up together. Anne Frank and Martin Luther King alive in the same time,
Whoa.
which is pretty
Wait,
crazy. Martin Luther King was actually alive during the time of colored pictures, but every picture that you see is in black and white to make it seem like it was older, like a longer time ago. They're trying to like make it seem like history was a long time ago, but it wasn't.
I think there's someone in that list with who's still alive. I feel like not Betty White, but or someone else in that list.
Yeah, no, Rosa Parks. No. That's wrong. That's not it.
No, it was Betty White. Betty White was
I know
Yeah,
Betty
it was
White's
Betty
older.
right.
White.
Was
She's
it Betty
older than
White?
sliced
I know.
bread.
Yeah, she's older than sliced bread, but or she was.
And then I saw
Yeah, no.
something that was like at the same time Salem, like the colony was being founded of Salem, the first like college was opening, like across the sea or whatever.
That's
Or
crazy.
in like
Yeah,
England or
like the
whatever.
first college in England was opening up. Yeah,
Damn.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw a lot of like weird time coincidence things, but those like fucked with me.
So college back in like the 17 and 1800s, it wasn't like what college. Of course, it's not what college is now. It's just like I guess really smart people coming together to teach other really smart people.
I think, yeah, I think they were getting together and like figuring out what they should be teaching. Like they were coming up with things like arithmetic and like oh biology or like the I'm sure they used to teach like classes on God or whatever because it was England and like
Well,
Protestant times or whatever.
there's already like those subjects like biology, math, like and all those maths and everything, but like obviously not everyone went to college back in the 17 1800s or like whenever it first started.
Okay. So you want to hear something crazy? The
Spit it.
first college was the University of Bologna, and it was founded in 1088. That sounds oddly like bologna. I wonder if that's where it comes from. And the first commercial beer, like the beer that we like can still buy on market, is
This one's
from
crazy.
the 700s. So it's older than the college, than
What
like
beer?
college. Westonhausen hyphen. It's some German beer. Um,
Naturally.
it's but I think that really shows
Damn.
you like mankind's priorities.
No, I mean it's crazy. You should look up like important like significant events that happened in the same year, like completely opposite things that happened in the same year or something like that. Like things you wouldn't think happened in the same year but did or I don't know. Just trying to give you ways to word it. Cuz there's like a lot of crazy ones.
Uh, Unlikely simultaneous historical events. Tell me what you got. Prisoners began to arrive in Auschwitz a few days after McDonald's was founded.
Wait, what?
When after McDonald's was made, literally a couple days, Auschwitz started accepting like prisoners. Auschwitz, as in like the German like Jewish concentration camp.
Oh, so during World War II.
Yeah, but like literally a few days after McDonald's was created in America.
Whoa! Holy shit. When pilgrims were landing on Plymouth Rock, you could already visit what is now Santa Fe, New Mexico, to stay at a
Yep.
hotel, eat at a restaurant, and buy Native American silver.
Crazy, right?
Wait,
That's
say that again?
insane. When
When
Plymouth
the
Rock,
pilgrims
when
were landing on Plymouth Rock,
Yeah.
Santa
you could
Fe
already stay in a hotel.
was already like an established town. You could stay at a hotel, buy silver, like
Eat at
Wow.
restaurants.
yeah. Uh the first wagon train of the Oregon Trail heads out the same year the fax machine is invented.
Wait.
Uh, huh.
Wait, what about the Oregon Trail?
So the first wagon train on the Oregon Trail. So when the Oregon Trail first starts, that same year the fax machine was invented.
When was the fax maker like?
The
When
fax machine.
Fax maker.
fax machine?
In the 80s?
I don't know. It doesn't give me a year. I don't think that the Oregon Trail wasn't in the 80s.
I know, that's why I'm so confused. When were fax machines invented? Because wait, does it mean like a telegram?
Trail. Hold on. Oh, I just got the 1830s.
Fax were invented in the 1830s?
I guess so. I guess. Hold on. Fax machine. Fax machine. I mean, all a fax machine is a copier.
Well, it's a scanner. It's a letter scanner that sends it to someone else with a fax machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So it's essentially like a
invented-
telegram.
But a fax machine faxes like it scans the information, sends it through like a wire, and then another fax machine gets the information and then prints it out.
Well, this is saying this guy received a patent on May 27th, 1843 for his electric printing telegraph.
Yeah,
It
telegraph.
was able to reproduce graphic signs in laboratory experiments.
Yeah,
And that's technically the first fax machine.
that makes sense. Read some more.
Okay. Nintendo was founded in 1888. Jack the Ripper was on the loose in 1888.
Wait, both in 1888?
Yeah. Nintendo was founded the same year that Jack the Ripper was ripping people.
A ripping prostitute.
Did they ever catch Jack the Ripper?
No, it's still like one of the greatest mysteries. But there have been a lot of people that are like, hey, this is for sure this guy, but the people won't go back and like retest the old evidence because it's like so old that it could like just cease to exist, like
Yeah.
just disintegrate. It's been handled so many times and it's so old that it just like it barely has any more trace DNA. So people have been trying to like go back because he sent letters in, if I'm remembering correctly. He like sent letters to the news or like he left messages. But so like a lot of people have figured out that because of like where his victims were, he had to live in a certain area and he had to live in a certain apartment building. So they know like the area and the building that he supposedly lived in, and they think they have found who he is, but a couple people have like a couple different,
I got you.
guesses.
Huh. I never really cared about Jack the Ripper.
How? That's so interesting. That's like the biggest mystery. He was just ripping prostitutes.
Yeah, but he wasn't even like, if he was modern day,
He would have been
caught.
Oh yeah.
Instant.
Because he no, there were so many witnesses and like there was so much evidence left, but like they couldn't test any of it. Like he left like hair. There was like I'm pretty sure there was like semen found and stuff. Like there was a lot of stuff found, but like
Because of
they couldn't
technology.
test it.
No,
They couldn't do anything about it.
Show me a killer before forensics was a thing who still would have gotten away with it, and then I'll be impressed.
They caught a guy who apparently
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Huh?
Got caught.
Yeah, but after a while.
No, but I mean still got away with it. Never been caught.
I don't know any because they got away with it.
Well, first of all, how do you know there aren't any murderers out there that have killed and they've never found the bodies or even gone close to him? We don't know about those.
I don't.
Like
all
the
I was
Zodiac
saying is
killer?
I'm not impressed with Jack the Ripper. I didn't say I wasn't impressed with the Zodiac killer. I am.
Speaking of the Zodiac killer,
Impressed is the wrong
y'all
word.
want to know some fuck shit about the Zodiac killer?
Huh?
Okay, so basically there was a day he had just struck in I don't know, he was in California, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so he had just struck in San Francisco, he was in San Francisco, and he had just killed someone in broad daylight, in the park or some shit like that. Or they found the body in broad daylight, I guess. And the cops who were like locking down the scene, they were like talking to each other on the microphones, and they were like, witnesses say they saw like an African American, like they saw an African American, so it's not a white man. And the cops, there was this one cop that literally walked right past him, talked to him, and let him go because he was white. But he's one of the one who like gave the sketch.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
They let him go. He was driving the same car. He like everything. Let him go. Fucked
Fucked
up.
up.
Crazy. And oh, also speaking of the Zodiac killer, they like cracked his one of his codes or whatever, one of his like ciphers.
I heard about that.
It didn't say his identity, which is like really disappointing because everyone really hyped it up over the years. Like they were like, "Oh my God, this is gonna have his identity," because like I'm pretty sure he wrote in the letter before that he was gonna hide his identity in the cipher. So maybe like they figured out the wrong thing, but it was basically just like I'm having fun like tormenting you, like I'm never gonna stop or some shit like that, and it doesn't say his name or anything.
Yeah, well, so I don't know a lot about like code breaking or whatever, but normally when you crack one, you can get all of
Yeah,
them.
because he sent in like three, right?
Unless
Yeah.
they have
So if he's
different
using,
things.
Yeah.
yeah, but if he's using the same code, then they should be able to get all of them.
Because I mean, that was a damn hard code. So why wouldn't he use it for all of them if he
Yeah.
made one?
I mean, he killed people in what, like the 50s or something? Or
60s, I think.
maybe. I don't
50s and
know.
60s, maybe.
Uh, but like, I mean, and it took us what, like, let's say he killed someone in like, it took us like
For,
50, 60 years to figure it out.
Yeah,
yeah.
6 decades to figure out his
So,
fucking code.
so why would he like use
And that's
different
like
code?
every mind in the world, like every like
Yeah.
greatest code solving mind in the world coming together and trying to figure that out. Took 6 decades.
That's a lot.
I mean, that's a pretty solid code, dude. You might as well just use it for all of
So
them.
that's what I'm saying. Like they probably figured out maybe he made like two, like one really hard one and then one like really, 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 really hard one. And like the first one that you crack is like fake. And if you actually look at it, then there's another one that you have to solve, like the real one that you have to solve, and then it has his
Huh.
name.
What if they were never like messages? What if they were just like random shit just to fuck with people?
I mean, honestly, I could totally see him doing that because, but I want them to catch him or find a notebook with his like reasonings in it. Like why? Why did he have the hood on? Why did he have the Zodiac symbol? Like why did he do what he did? Like see, what was the reason?
That's the one
Well,
thing about life. There are so many whys, and you'll never get the answer to.
yeah, well, plus, like, I mean, with like serial killers and like crazy people, sometimes there isn't a reason. Sometimes people just want to murder people.
No, but I mean like no, they always have like a reason like oh like I was molested as a child by like a whatever, so I was killing these people because like a psychological reason.
Oh,
There's
you want to
always
know the
one.
psychological reason?
Yeah, like what was
Uh,
like was he crazy? Was there someone in his head telling him to do that? Or was like he genuinely like believe was he doing something like ritualistically? Like what why was he doing that? Because I mean Charlie Manson, he did what he did to start a race war. Uh Jeffrey Dahmer did what he did to like make a slave because he wanted like complete control over someone. Like, why did he
yeah,
do that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. And the world may never know.
That's crazy.
Kevin, what time are we at?
108, 109.
Want to cut it?
Yeah, sure.